Being married to an entrepreneur is hard work, but it's worth it when it works.
You got your hands full every day like I do. You got kids, you got a marriage that you're trying to work, a business that you're trying to make work.
Nobody teaches you how to manage a business or manage a relationship or marriage. Everybody's just trying to do the best that they can. The purpose of the show is to give you some tools on how to make the marriage and the business work. We don't do it perfect, but we're figuring it out.
Hello, welcome to the G&E Show. Every Wednesday, Grant Cardone and myself bring it to you, the business of marriage. If you want to call in today, call 305-865-8668. We love hearing from all of you guys.
We love you guys.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We love you guys,
We
even
love
when
you
you
guys.
don't love us.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
So,
and most of you do love us, and we appreciate all the love you do give Miss Elena. She's
I
so
love
easy
my
to
love.
love.
Aww.
You're so easy to love. Okay. Me,
I don't know,
on the
but
other hand, much
that's
more
true.
difficult to love.
That is
okay?
a challenge. I give you credit on that.
I mean,
one.
how do you love a guy? How do I not become a target? Big mouth.
You have a big mouth.
Okay, I strut around like a little short dude.
Oh, you walk like this?
Strutting around like a banty rooster, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Showing off my stuff. Bring the plane in. Let me just make some people angry.
Oh.
Okay, for all of you out there, the haters and the baiters, the criticizers. I mean, that's enough to really like if you aren't dreaming, this will make you upset.
Well,
And I understand.
some people feel like if you flash money in front of someone who doesn't have, I got this lecture.
While she wears her.
That's my Chanel bling.
Stop it, Elena. You can't do that. Okay. You know how many women will not like you because you are dropping the C word?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Using
I do.
the C word on a live channel.
Well, some people feel that it's kind of flaunting like what they can't have. Like if someone were hungry and you were eating a sandwich in front of them and they couldn't afford the sandwich.
So look, you guys ask me all the time, man, how do you handle the number of attacks that you get? Because, you know, I talk to people about money every day. You're going to hate on a guy who's talking about money every day, particularly if I'm telling you the truth and you don't have any money. I remember when I was growing up and somebody would tell me the truth and I wanted to punch my mom in the face because she was telling me about the problems I had. So, I remember when I was a young salesperson and a guy says, man, you're not a professional salesperson. You don't know how to follow up. You don't know how to handle people. And I took offense to it. The first thing I wanted to do was defend myself and not like the person that was giving me this data. So a lot of you ask us all the time, how do you guys handle attacks from the public, criticism, hate? Number one,
You love it. You don't seem to care.
some of what is said about me is
I get
true.
a little more
I just got to tell you
sensitive.
right now. I mean,
It is true. I know. Some of it is true.
I have bad vocabulary.
That's
I
true.
curse
You
from time to
curse
time.
way too much. Worse.
I have terrible grammar.
Yeah.
I am definitely a cocky guy. I just come off cocky.
You're very arrogant.
I say whatever on my. I have almost
It's
no
why
filter.
I did not like you for 13 months. I thought you were the most arrogant guy I had ever met.
Yeah, ever met. And so I was talking about pursuing Elena, and I was comparing this to marketing, and like I got all this retribution from people about following you up. I'm like, dude, I put her in a sales funnel. I put her in a sales cycle. I'm like, okay, I got.
Oh, they didn't like that you equated me with the business, like how you treated me like a business.
Yeah, like I was.
I thought
exactly.
I thought people got upset because you said, like in your arrogant little way, that when we first got together, I couldn't see you because I was dumb. I was igmo. I thought that was why they were upset.
I don't know. Who knows? You know.
Anyway.
Look, hey, number one, I'm gonna give you 4 reasons why people are gonna hate on you. At some point, if you get any level of success at all, somebody is going to have an opinion. Number one, they could be right.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You do have to have an awareness level of your surroundings.
Yeah.
You have to know your audience, where you are.
Yeah.
And you do have to have an awareness level because society these days is hypersensitive. And we don't want to go around offending people. We want to go around helping people. At the same time, I don't want to be so hypersensitive that you lose the freedom of self-expression and who you are. Because the fact of the matter is, amongst all of your negative traits, you help more people than you offend people. And that's what I focus on to get me through the haters. How much good that is coming out of what you have done for people.
Okay, so one, they could be right.
That
Two,
was good. I didn't even get
that
like
was
an
awesome,
acknowledgement.
dude. That
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
Like, yeah, that's
I'm a
right.
good
Like,
dude. I don't
yeah,
need to tell
okay.
people I'm a good dude. I mean, I'm already too conceited.
just like an
How am I
acknowledgement.
gonna
Like,
tell you?
Elena,
Yeah.
that was
Oh yeah,
good.
we
Okay,
opened
yeah.
a foundation for kids. We opened a foundation for kids without fathers. I don't know how many of you know how the mass problem in society about kids that don't have fathers. 4 times more likely to have a criminal record. 2 times more likely to drop out of high school. 63%.
Oh, I thought it was
63%
suicide rate
of all child, kid,
don't have
teenage
fathers.
suicide, 63% of them don't have a father. We created a foundation, Grant Cardone Foundation. I don't go around telling people about our foundation because you guys are too busy being envious of my bird and my hot chick right here. By the way, I call my wife a hot chick.
Thank you, though.
Okay, if that bothers you guys, it's
Oh
not
no.
you're a hot chick.
I will take it for as long as it's willing to be dished out.
The third reason people could hate on you, folks, is the E word, okay? Envy. Maybe it's just some envy. Maybe you're talking about something they can't get. Okay, the fact that I pursued my wife for 26 phone calls, 13 months, and I wouldn't quit. Maybe if a man's never pursued you like that, it might upset you that I'm talking about my wife, and then you want to somehow make me wrong. Number 4, trying to get attention. There's a lot of people trying to get attention by jumping on the Trump chain, or jumping on the boo-boo chain, or jumping on the Kanye wagon, okay? Like a lot of times people are just jumping on something to try to get attention. So how are you going to handle it? By the way, you're going to get it. There's no way you're going to get successful without getting some attention from people that criticize you.
Yeah.
And by the way, it could be right. Okay, I am definitely a flawed human being, okay?
Yeah.
God made me in his image, and he made me imperfect. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I'm out there reminding God every day, look what you did. Look how imperfect I am.
Yeah. Well, you don't
And
have to do that.
I still got the hot chick. You ever seen an
that's
ugly
really
guy
cool.
with a beautiful woman?
That's really cool.
That's what we're talking about.
We're talking about the beast.
You ever seen an ugly dude? You're like, how did he do that? He's with a model, right? Like he's with a 10. How did he do that? What's wrong with her? Why would she go for that guy? He paid attention to her, man. He delivered something that she wanted. My name's Grant Cardone. This is the beautiful, perfect Elena Cardone. The queen is what I call her.
That does get you far.
And you're watching the Cardone Zone. This is called the G&E Show.
When you tell somebody about 10X, they're going to be like, what did it do for you?
It's helped 10X my life, my family, my wife. I've doubled my commissions.
Tripled my income, started a new network marketing company, blowing that thing up like crazy.
I was able to 10X myself from the 9-to-5 position to a full-time entrepreneur.
I'm so excited to be here. This is my 3rd one.
Is a movement.
Hey, welcome
back to the G&E Show.
Cardone Zone, G&E Show, every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What do we do, E?
The business of marriage, how we keep it afloat, how we keep it thriving.
Keep together.
How to protect the fort. We're talking today about how to protect from the haters that come at you with a lot of hate and anguish. Most of the time, I just ignore it. Sometimes I delete and block, Sometimes you have to report it. What do you do?
Well, one thing I got to tell you, every time I have been attacked in my career,
it has been fuel to the fire, and it opens us up for a massive explosion.
There is nothing that fortifies me more. Nothing that makes me better
than a good enemy.
Than taking that sword and putting it in the fire. Nothing. There is nothing. I'm going to tell you something. Like, there's no ad budget for it. There's no way to plan for it. When you become successful, okay? And by the way, having Elena in my life gives me a success. Like, that's an area of my life that legitimizes my success, right? Having the 2 kids, the 2 beautiful kids. Scarlett's having her birthday today. Another, like, bang, bang, man. 2 beautiful kids, super intelligent, great kids, great manners. That's success, right? It's not just monies and planes and
those are symbols. I've said it over and over and over again. Those are symbols for right decisions that you and I have made as husband and wife and a family, which is what you're saying right now.
And let me just add to that list is the haters. You're not going to get to where you want to get. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye, the president, this president, the last president, the president before him, the president, George Washington. It doesn't matter, right? You want a Jamie Dimon that runs Goldman Sachs? Is it Goldman? No. Check out who Jamie Dimon works for. Runs. He runs one of the biggest banks in the world. Dude, if you're going to play the game, okay, Jesus, what did they do to Big JC? Come on, man. You're gonna Jamie Dimon. You do anything on this planet that is significant. J.P. Morgan. Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, people hate Steve Jobs. Warren Buffett, right? Warren probably.
Does Warren get any hate? I
almost
doubt
gets
it.
none because he plays the
Warren
card.
Buffett is like a fireman. Who could possibly hate a fireman? The poor police, man. They just get the worst.
Look at the police,
They get the worst end of the stick. But firemen, man, they are just like hot. Everybody loves them.
Stop it.
It's
Stop the
true.
madness. You're making me envious right now, okay? So look, you're going to get the hate. I'm going to just tell you what I do with hate. I don't like any of it, by the way. And we said in the first segment, hey, first of all, some of the criticism you're going to get about you might be true. It might be them projecting on you. It might be them being envious. And it might just be them trying to get attention. Regardless, you guys got to figure out how to turn this into freaking nuclear fuel. Because that's what it does for me.
Oh, me too.
You have no
That's what I
idea.
was gonna
Nothing
say.
fuels me more than people saying, oh, wow, man, blah, 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 you did this right. And I'm like, oh, my God, we didn't tell people about the foundation. We didn't tell them about the charities. We didn't tell them about all the people.
Yeah, because why? Because we come from that mentality of you don't want to bolster, be humble, or why should you brag about the good things you've done? But you know what? There is something to making good works known. I don't know why we have that old consideration, but it really should be smashed because the more you hear good, the more it's infectious and other people want to do good. The second thing I was going to say about the haters is every time we have had a real hater, not just some keyboard champion on Instagram. Those aren't
keyboard champion.
I stole that. That was from Diego. I didn't make that up. But anyway, the
Diego
more
knows
that
what a
we've
keyboard
had,
is?
shut up. The more that we've had a real enemy, like a real enemy, no matter what's going on in our life, even if we've had this
We get
kind of a
stronger.
thing, we just automatically
Because you fortify the gate. You fortify the gate.
Oh,
You're
yes,
not going
we
to
do.
build an empire without enemies. I told Elena's writing her book, How to Build an Empire. You cannot build an empire without an enemy. No time in the history of mankind has any great movement become a great movement without attacks from the outside and the worst ones from the inside. People attacking you from the outside is not the problem. It's the people that are inside, starting to buy into the contamination. Let's take some callers, 305-865-8668. Hey, what are you doing to make your marriage stronger? What are you doing to build your empire? What are you doing to manage time, problems, situations, kids, romance? Oh my God, she loves that. When I talk about romance. Is that chauvinistic when I talk about I love you and I want to be with you?
No.
And you're fantastic?
No.
Is it chauvinistic?
No.
Am I a pig?
No, you could do a lot more of that.
To be a unicorn, you must be willing to be a pig.
He is a pig.
I
You're
will
an
roll-
animal. You're a
I
beast.
am an animal.
Here's
I am
the
an
thing. Here's the thing. Okay, for 13 months from the day I met you, I knew you were an animal. So after 13 months, and certainly to the day I married you, I knew what I was marrying. I didn't try to convince myself I wasn't with an animal or a pig or a beast.
What kind of animal?
However,
I'm
when
all
he gets
animals.
out of line, do I frickin' crack you or what?
Dude,
Do
what
I?
am I? I'm a T-Rex. Definitely T-Rex.
Oh yeah, you're a little.
I can be any animal, though. I'm going to be a little Chihuahua dog. Whatever it takes, man. I might have to be a little mouse sometimes. Sometimes you got to be a little mouse.
No, I've never seen you be a mouse.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
I'll go for that little piece of cheese.
You are not a little
You never
mouse.
see,
Okay,
you never
okay,
see me
okay.
get up
When
at
you-
11:30 at night and go to the refrigerator like a little mouse.
No, you
scamper
know when
them?
you're a little mouse? I'll tell you when you're a little mouse.
yeah.
When you put as
Yeah.
much work into a $15 or $10 book sale as you do exactly the same for
That's
a
what I'm talking
$92
about.
million deal.
That's
That's
it.
when you're a little mouse.
Yeah. And so any of you that think you go online and start calling Grant Cardone a beast, it's just because you didn't know me. Everybody's yeah, everybody knows that.
Yeah, it's a little shocking at first.
Everybody knows.
It took me 13 months, people. Okay, I understand that it might take somebody a little
And
time
by the
to
way,
come around.
why is it
Some
all right?
palate.
Why is it all right for you guys to call me that when that's just my upbringing? if I had some kind of mental deficiency, you wouldn't say, dude, the guy's got a mental deficiency. Look at him. He's handicapped. How do you know I'm not handicapped? How do you guys don't? How do you know I don't have?
That's a ridiculous argument, but
how
I like
do you know
it.
I
Keep
don't have
going.
some like some deficiency?
Uh-huh.
You don't know. You don't know what I've been through.
Oh gosh. Okay.
You don't know what I've
we're
been
getting sold
through.
now. We're getting sold now. Keep going.
You don't know what I've been through.
Oh no, please.
Okay. Who are you
Let's
to
take
judge
the caller.
me?
Let's take the caller, okay? Because I can't.
And by the way, if you're gonna hate on me, man, surprise me with something new.
Well, beast, we said being called a beast is offensive, but personally, you love that. We're talking about something else that we're not really talking about. So just fill in whatever you think is very
Let's talk to a
offensive.
caller, okay?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, because you're not really offended at being called an animal. Keep it real. You love that.
If I was a dog, I'd be a Rottweiler, though. But a Chihuahua. if I
No,
had to
you would be a pit bull.
I could be a wiener dog.
You'd be a pit bull.
What's that wiener dog called? A wiener dog.
Wiener dog.
Okay, let's talk.
It's called
let's talk.
a Dachshund.
Come on, Natalie, give me
Isn't
a call.
it called a Dachshund? It's called a Dachshund. A pit bull because you lock on, okay?
Hey, let's talk to you. Are you an animal? Have you ever been an animal? Have you ever been criticized by others?
Hello?
Yes.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. You guys are having too much fun.
Yeah, I know, we are.
I don't know if you would say that she's a hater because she's my mother, but every time I talk to her about anything that I'm doing, I'm in the 10X ambassadors too.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is. It's very good. Thank you. But every time I talk to her about what I'm watching, what I'm hearing, and what I want to do, I just get negative, comments from her.
Can I handle it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you a little trick, okay? I did this with my mom, okay? My mom was always my mom. And it wasn't that she was being negative. She was being a mom. She didn't know.
Yeah.
She could never not be a mom, which was protect her kid. And so what I would do is I would write a list of things that you want to talk to your mom about and write how you want her to respond.
Okay.
And sit down and record them. And say, hey, Mom, I just want you to read off the list. I'm gonna tell you, Mom, that I'm going to Grant Cardone's 10X Growth Conference. 35,000 people are going to be there. He's a speaker and da-da-da. And then I want you to read off this. Oh, that's really good. Oh my gosh, I wish I could go with you. You're going to have a great time. Just write down how you want her to respond and start educating her what you want from her. That's good.
Yeah.
I did it with my mom. My mom could barely read it off the list. I'm like, just read. Can you read? Read. Read. Okay. That's all I need you to do right now, okay? What's your name? What's your name?
Deidre Simon. I'm in Hollywood, Florida.
Oh, that's so
Deidre,
close.
thank you. You got to come by our office and see us sometime,
I
right?
want to.
Hey, Deidre, what do you like most about Grant Cardone?
Oh my gosh, I read your book. I read 10X probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I read it, and then actually I didn't finish reading it, but then I got the Audible version and listened through, and my income this year will triple from then.
Wow.
About
Make
a
sure,
year and a half.
I want a picture. I want that. Hey, a 3X because the 10X. Okay. Deidre, that's great. Come by the office, all right? My name's Grant Cardone. This is the beautiful, phenomenal, and perfect Elena Cardone. We now refer to her as Queenie. Stay with us. You're in the Cardone Zone.
Vegas! Vegas, baby! Vegas!
Join Grant Cardone for 3 days in Las Vegas. And your life will never be the same. A weekend you'll never forget. 10xgrowthcon.com/Vegas.
Welcome back to the G&E Show. Always an adventure on Wednesday with the Mr. Grant Cardone, the famous one and only, and Mademoiselle. Today we're talking about how to handle your haters, how to handle the more that you are exposed, the attacks that you'll get, and what we do to handle it. And we want to know what you do.
Yeah, and by the way, success is the best response to everything, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't stop everything I'm doing and say, okay, I got to handle this person or handle this complaint. Your deal's coming with complaints, whatever you do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, I tried to please everybody. I did this all through high school, 2 years of college, You want to lose? You want to guarantee lose? Try to please everybody. Impossible. Never work. Guaranteed failure.
Well, especially, let's say, the last woman that was on the phone, right?
Deidre, our friend,
with her
3X.
mother, okay? So let's say, because this happened to me in life. I was one way, and then I evolved and became another way. Now, in this period, you know, the in between, the transition period from being one way to going to the other way, the moms or not my mom, but moms of the world kind of sat back. Oh yeah, they want to do a business venture. They want to be an entrepreneur. So then as you're brand new starting your entrepreneurial, yay, I'm so excited. You have a little win and they're like, they're a little skeptical. They don't get happy for you. However, then you have a failure and they're like, see, told you. So you can never keep your wins and you're trying until you finally get over to this point. And then you're finally like stably like, see, aren't I great? I'm no longer this person. I'm no longer this, but the person is convinced that you will always be this way. This happened to me in life once. And I realized I will never, no matter what I do, no matter how much work I do on myself, no matter how many wins I have, this person in particular was always going to see me as that self-centered, only thinks about myself person. So every action that I do, that's how they saw me. Even though I was like, no, look, I'm doing this.
They hadn't changed. You changed and they didn't.
That's right. And so I decided, that's when I had the epiphany. There are just some people I have to just wash my hands of and go, you know what? They're only going to see me that way. And that's fine.
Yeah. And the other thing is, look, a lot of times I know for myself, when I see the good in someone, it's because that good is inside of me. And when I see the bad in someone, then I need to look at me and say, hey, man, is that inside of me? Whatever I see in others is in me. Like it's like buying a new car. You never saw that car in that color. And once you buy it or shopping for it, now you see it everywhere, right? It's an awareness, okay?
Yeah.
So like what's on your mind is gonna, you're gonna fill your eyes up with it, okay? So if you're seeing people, you don't trust people, you're probably not trustworthy, okay? If you're, oh my God, he bought a jet, that's ridiculous. Maybe you really want to buy a jet, but you're just not telling anybody and you don't go to work every day. I don't know what your deal is, right? I see somebody that's flabby. It reminds me of, oh my God, I got to get myself back in shape. I mean, I'm not seeing that now because I'm going to work out every day. So I'm not as, anyway, I think we're all being reminded how we can be better. Okay, let's talk to another caller. And we're just trying to figure it out, by the way, folks. Okay, let me tell you something. If you're looking for somebody that's imperfect
if you're looking for
criticize,
somebody,
if you're looking for somebody imperfect,
yeah, for sure.
I'm your guy. I'm your guy. If you want to look for something wrong with my books or my math or my pitch, I'm your guy. You don't need to look any further. I'm your motherfucker. I mean, it's not like you got to shop around. Shit, I'll give you all you need. What's up, player?
How's it going?
Dude, if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Oh, golly, I'll be a lion.
Everybody wants to be the lion. I'm king of the jungle.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But yes, sir. But you and Miss Elena Cardone, y'all look amazing.
Thank
you. My wife, she actually calls me an animal for this particular reason. Let me tell you about it. So before I actually became, into this whole salesman and everything, the whole entrepreneurship, she actually doubted, the Grant Cardone University.
Yeah.
So when she got it for me, when I was working in the car business, I told her, hey, I'm going to be number one in the car dealership. That month in December, everybody was complaining, oh, it's a slow month, nobody's buying. I actually sold 24 cars that month.
Wow.
And then so when I went back, I was like, hey, guess what? I was like, look at my name, number one.
Look at my name.
Since then, I bought the Advanced Sales Negotiation and pretty much every book you have. I had an audio book and also right there on my bookshelf.
That's
amazing,
awesome.
dude.
Is she a believer now? You animal.
She probably
Most
still.
Definitely. Yep.
Nice.
I actually have it right here.
Nice.
Is that your wife right there?
Yeah.
Yes, she's right here.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. Is he a lion?
Oh, yeah. He has definitely become a lion.
Do you love an animal? You love an animal? You like a?
Who doesn't want an
Does
animal?
he roar for you?
Roar. That's terrible.
Does he go to the top of the mountain for you?
Oh, my God.
I'm like King Kong beating on my chest. I'll tell you.
Whoa. See. Today we live in a society today. I can't even make those jokes. Like, right? I know.
King Kong?
It'll be offense somebody.
What? But is he a lion? I know. Yeah, you are offensive. We do not doubt this. We know this, and we accept you.
Yeah.
Why? It's because I said you have stats in the area. Look at this gentleman who just became #1 because of a book you read.
Yeah.
You have stats in the area. So when someone has enough stats and helps enough people are like, hey, that's the dude. I can deal with the cursing, or I can deal with this, or deal with that, because he helps me, and it works. And not everyone is perfect across the board. He is not a saint. If you're looking for a saint,
Mother Teresa, man, just go to Mother Teresa. Hey, you
I'm not a saint either.
You hated me when you first met me.
Totally.
Right or wrong?
Totally.
And
there
I'm
are things that I hated back then that I still hate. However, those things that you do are what made you successful.
Yeah.
So I have to love them and not try to kill them off in you.
She judged me because of the car I drove.
No, it wasn't
she
the
judged
car.
me because of where I parked
It was
the
because
car.
you rolled over the cones and stole my teacher's parking space. I thought it was a little rude. It was a Mercedes.
It was a little Mercedes two-door
sports
convertible,
car.
man. It was a little, wrong color though. I never liked that.
It was
color.
champagne.
It
I was like,
champagne.
"Where's
It
the
was
hot
stupid.
rod?" I mean, come on. If you did that with a
It was gold,
'69
kind of a champagne
Camaro,
gold.
fine. But a little two-door Mercedes.
Okay, let's talk to the next call. Hey, you guys, keep your marriage going. You guys are awesome, dude. Okay, I don't know if you're aligned, but hey, if you made it to the top of the board in a car dealership, that's pretty freaking awesome.
Got Tyler in Cali.
Tyler, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good, man. Hey, Tyler, have you ever had anybody hate on you?
Yeah, I got someone right now, actually. Well, more than one.
Yeah, wait till it's like thousands.
Actually, family members.
Oh yeah,
those are the worst.
Yeah.
It's not so easy to escape the family members.
How are you handling it?
You know what? I'm kind of up in the air about it, man. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to spend the time to educate them, because they're so immature, and it feels like they're kicking me while I'm down. They're ousting us, and I just don't know if the time is even worth educating them.
Yeah. Look,
I'll tell you, I have family members of all ages. If I've tried to educate them, I've tried to be cool, I've tried to let them be into my world, but they have a different way of thinking that is detrimental to mine and causes me to have these kind of things, they're done. They're cut out. My mom can tell you this. I am more ruthless.
Who have you cut out?
How about my 8-year-old nephew?
Oh wow, she takes on the big ones.
How about my 12-year-old niece?
Whoa.
Look, they were dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. He's 20 now, and now we're friends. But at 8 years old, he was violent.
You had to go at him.
He was violent. He wouldn't listen. He used scissors. I have kids. You
Okay,
can't
you don't
do
need to
that.
get into
No, I'm
details.
telling you, I'm ruthless. I tried to handle him. His parents, instead of handling him, say, "Oh, your aunt is just mean." If I get no backup,
the funny thing about Elena is when Elena does this with you, like
you're done.
She's done.
Look, no one threatens my kids, even if you're my family member.
I'm like, I always have the door open. I'm like, I can forgive anybody for
It's
almost
so true.
anything.
It's his weakness, and I know it. That's why I cover for him. You know, like he's like, we're gonna forgive this person. They're gonna get a second chance. I'm like, that's right, baby. And you know what I do? I go around to everyone around. I say, cut them off. Do not let this person in. You hear me? Yeah, I hear you.
Let's go. Next call.
And then he's like, hey, how come so-and-so never came back?
Did you have tea today? Do you have caffeine?
I don't know. They just kind of.
There she goes. There she goes. Poof. Oh, look at her, man. Oh, she's blowing
But
steam.
you know why? Because we have each other's back. He knows I'm weak in other areas.
And
you cover for me.
Can you tell everybody just a list of my deficiencies? So
That's
we can make it
That's
public?
one. Okay.
Grant Cardone exposed. That's
too
today's.
Sensitive. You want to mentor everyone, and you think everyone deserves a second chance, and I agree with that. If they did the offense someplace else with somebody else in another situation, and now they're evolved and they're in this phase, fine.
No,
I'm
but
willing
what's
to
the
give
true
someone a
stuff?
chance.
What's the true
but
stuff
someone
about
who
it?
has that is true.
I know.
You want to give everyone someone who has betrayed us in a vicious way. You're like, oh no, let's open the doors back open so they can do it again. No. I've been down that road how many times? A lot.
You need a team, folks, okay? Let me tell you what you don't want to do. You don't want the hate and the criticism starting between the two of you. Let it is enough of it to go around from the outside. When you guys start doing it, the termites, when y'all start doing it, then you're in trouble. You're going to get it from the outside. It's coming from the enemies, and it's going to come from people on your team. But when you guys start doing it from the inside, then you're done. So we just got to make sure we're on the same page. And the first thing I do every time is, you're right, man. I'm not perfect. First thing I do, you're right. I'm a freaking human being. I'm full of flaws. I say dumb stuff. I'm an ignorain. That's why I call other people ignorain, because I'm an ignorain. Anybody that can't be called an idiot just ain't owning their own ignorain idiot. Okay? Have you ever done something really stupid?
Oh my gosh.
Good, and I've been around for most of it. Let's talk to the next person.
We got Dennis in Indiana.
Dennis, what's up?
Hey, how you doing today?
Man, how's everything going on in Indy today, man? How's that farm life going?
You know, actually, I live up by Chicago. I'm more in the city. I'm a city guy.
You a city guy, man. Hey, let me ask you something, because I'm a mama's boy. Were you a mama's boy?
You know, quite honestly, me and my mom did not connect when I was young. But
Wow.
When I grew up and became a gentleman, and I understood how to be a man. But
Mhm.
yes, I became a mama's boy.
That's awesome, man, because I'm a big mama's boy. I love women.
Absolutely. So, you know what? I think it's an honor and a privilege to speak to both of you, and I really appreciate what you both do for veterans, and I think that's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
So, I'm a veteran myself. I know Elena. I talked to her a couple times. I'm Hoosier Veteran on Instagram, and you know, the content that you guys put out and your intent is so awesome. And I love what you guys do for everybody. So,
Dude, hey, I appreciate that. Did you take advantage of the heroes offer I made?
I did take advantage of that.
Okay, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. So since is it Dennis?
No. Dennis?
Dennis.
Oh, it's Hoosier.
So hey,
That's how I
Dennis
know
brought it up. Yesterday's 9/11. We sold all of our hero. We gave away 1,000 spaces for our 10X Growth Conference. The ticket's somewhere around here. It says Heroes on it. We gave 1,000 away, but I opened it up yesterday because yesterday reminded me about 9/11. All the first responders, firemen, policemen, all the people that went back. That defend our country every day, the nurses and the teachers, people that never get paid properly in our society. We opened it up yesterday and said, if you go to grantcardone.com/heroes, put in your information. If you're active or inactive military, a fireman, a policeman, a nurse, or teacher, you can grab a free seat at grantcardone.com/heroes. That's at the 10X Growth Conference. You get a free seat. Those are $2,500 seats. So until 6 o'clock tonight, you can grab one of those, and then I got to end it at some point. So I really appreciate your service and appreciate you calling in, Dennis.
Next caller, I got Leah in British Columbia.
Leah, how you doing? How do you handle the haters?
If you're active or inactive military.
Leah, turn your curious, babe.
Carious?
Carious.
Oh gosh, I have to go through that southern, carious, like I need the translator.
So look, how are you going to handle the haters? Okay, 4 things I always go through. Hey man, they could be right what they're saying.
Yep. So
if you guys are
take a look, take a moment, and say, hey, do I need to reassess here?
But you guys that get hurt by it, you're trying to be perfect. Like you just need to own that you're not.
I am so guilty of that.
That's hers, because she's trying to be Miss Perfect, and I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be my damn self.
I know.
I try to
know.
please,
and I admire that.
Number
in
2,
you. I admire that in you.
A lot of times these people are projecting, and you need to remember this on both sides. So when you guys get all airy-fairy and think you're the shit and everything, you got to remember, man. When somebody's saying, "Oh my God, you look so good, and you're so this, and you're so that," I always say this: do whatever you see in me is in you.
They're saying more about themselves than you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good and bad. The good, the bad, and the indifferent. Number 3, envy. Some people are just damn envious.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
I've been envious before. I've been envious before. I wasn't thinking big enough, so I have had that envy streak before.
Too. But if you have that, you can never have that.
Mm-hmm.
if you have envy of the thing that you're envious of, you'll never be able to have it. How could you have it if you hate it?
Yeah.
You don't want to be something that you're.
And then some people, folks, particularly in the social media world that we live in, dude, they're just making a play for attention. Let's keep it real. Okay, I got people every day trying to tag on to my stuff, trying to get attention, trying to get my audience by starting a little fight with me. Okay, my name's Grant Cardone. This is Elena Cardone. Hey, we're pulling for you guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you get successful enough, you're going to get haters, baiters, and criticizers.
And can I say one last thing before you wrap up the show?
Sure.
Yeah, the thing about the haters is I look at the stats. I just want to reiterate that. The stats of the person.
You want to go back into the show again.
I want to go back into the stats. But I also want to say, what is in, if you really do care to investigate the person you're looking into, the stat, thanks, that's nice. That's nice. But also what's in their heart. And I'll just give you one compliment and then you can close.
Okay.
But the one thing
I was trying to stay away from nice stuff. I just wanted this to be I Hate Grant Week. We should start a day.
Can I finish?
National.
Okay, we'll continue.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So the one thing that I go to all the time when people want to attack you, and I am more sensitive than you, so maybe this is for the females out there if they feel that way about their men or whatever. Maybe that was sexist. But I look in your heart and I know that ultimately you protect women and children, and you do love women. So whatever you say sometimes, I always go, it's what's in his heart, not when it's in that big old mouth.
You know what I say? Middle finger to my past.
Oh my gosh. Whatever.
I'm just saying, man. I'm not even like your approval ain't gonna make it to my house. Either way. All right. Your disapproval will not make it to my house. Okay. We're trying to help people. We've raised almost $200 million for charities. Your approval or disapproval didn't go in those bank accounts. So we've given 5 million books away. Your disapproval of me ain't going to keep me from giving 10 million away. We're translating all my information to other languages. Okay, so when I'm dead and I'm rotting in the ground, my body's rotting, like it's turning into some ash or something, your criticism of me yesterday will not outlive my legacy tomorrow and into the future. My name will be on buildings, whether you love me or not, okay? Because we creating a legacy here, and I can't do it without a woman.
Oh,
she is a woman, and I am a man.
Wait, you left me hanging.
She makes babies, and that's just
why people get upset.
They're
because you say she makes babies.
I can't make
that's
one.
All...
I can't make a
okay,
baby.
Finish the thought.
I can make a poop, but I can't make a baby. I can't. You guys get all sexy.
That's true. I get it. Women are
My muscles
special.
are bigger
we
than
can
yours.
Make
okay,
babies.
I have more bone mass than you have. Okay, I'm gonna always be heavier than you. There are some things that just separate men and women from. And thank God,
not
because
all
otherwise
men and not all women. Because I know some women that could kick your ass.
Dude, you could kick my ass too, but you could love me too.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, I get what you're saying. You were trying to edify a woman, saying she can have babies and not like that. You're in awe of. I get it. However,
by the way,
because you are you, Pitbull, in the way that you are, it comes off sexist. But I know you don't mean it that way. But that's what I'm saying. You have to be aware of how you.
Yeah, but let me say, for any of you guys that are my friends out there, okay, let me just say that wherever we are, whenever we are in the same place, if shit goes down ugly, you definitely can look to me, because I will always be there for you, okay? And so will she, okay? Thanks for watching the G&E Show. Every day, the Cardone Zone, bang, bang. Every day, the Cardone Zone brings you a different show. Mondays is Real Estate. Tuesdays is Power Players. Wednesdays is this, whatever this is. Thursdays is the Young Hustlers for sales, entrepreneurs, millennials, and anybody who wants to keep their hustle on. And Friday I just go freaking
nuclear
ballistic on the economic conditions that you must be aware of.
I have to work on my
And for all of you out there that are satisfied, let me just say for all of you out there that are satisfied, if you're satisfied with where you are, let's face it, you're never going to like me. How could you like a guy
and I understand
that says,
I understand that.
Is that glass half empty or is it half full? And while you guys debate that, I just
You
drink the
drinking it?
water.
Ah, me too.